So, a buddy of mine calls me up last night and he says, hey, Smoke, I shot a rattlesnake right going down my driveway. He says, you want him? I said, well, hell yeah. I had talked to him a while ago. He says he's always getting snakes around his property. And I said, well, hell, dude, what do you do with them when you shoot them? He's like, I don't do nothing with them. I said, well, I'll tell you what, next time you get one, let me have it. I'll skin it out and, you know, hell, I'll put it on the wall in my garage or whatever. He's got them all over his damn place. But anyway, I'm gonna try to set the tripod up and see what we can do here. I'll skin him out. I'm gonna salt him and stuff, and then we'll eventually get him hanging up. Whoop, that guy's still moving around, which is a little weird since he's been dead for a while. Look at that, how weird is that? This dude's been dead. Hell, he shot him yesterday. Look at him still squirming around. Look at that. Hell, he shot him yesterday about 5 in the afternoon. And right now it's about 5:30 in the afternoon the next day. This guy's been in an ice chest all day in my truck. And look at his nerves still making him move all around. If my wife came out and seen that thing wiggling around, she'd lose it. So anyways, 14 rattles. That's what he had on him. That's big enough for me, a little too big for me. So we're gonna go ahead and get him skinned out and make a nice nice skin. All right. Well, I'm kind of in a race against daylight here, trying to get this thing in the best light I can, but this sucker's, that's a hell of a snake right there. I mean, that's big enough for me. We're gonna do our best to slice her open, see if we can get it on film. I think it'll make a hell of a skin for my garage. And my buddy, I didn't shoot this, my buddy Ken called me up last night. So they smoke. I'm watching TV. Hey, Smoke, I shot a snake. He says, you told me if I did, you wanted them. I said, well, hell yeah. So he says, well, I was going down the driveway yesterday with my dog, and he said my dog was about 10 feet ahead of me. And he said, I noticed coming out of the side of the weeds over there, behind my dog, here comes this big ass snake. So I got my dog out of the way, he says, and he said I walked back into my house and got my 20 gauge and shot it. And he says, well, how do you want me to give it to you? I said, well, shit, man, bring it to work tomorrow. So he put it in an old feed sack for his horses, and I'm just trying to get the best cut I can here. And I brought a little ice chest to work, and I met him in the parking lot about 10 minutes before work started. And I said, shit, 25 years at work, I'm probably the only guy at work right now exchanging a rattlesnake out in the parking lot. Get this guy right down the center if I can, make it look a lot nicer. But yeah, so I put it in an ice chest, kept it in my truck at work, and on ice. Got off of work. Shit, I just planned on doing some skinning, but it was kind of funny all day thinking, well, shit, I'm probably the only guy at work right now with a freaking rattlesnake. And I thought, that son of a bitch better be dead. I'd get in my truck after work and go to open the ice chest and that sucker not be in there. I'll kick my friend Ken's ass. The sucker will be alive underneath the seat of my truck or something. But my buddy Dustin up in Idaho shot himself a 6x7 bull elk with his bow. So Dustin, when you watch this, buddy, I know this ain't near as cool as that elk. That was one hell of an animal he shot with his bow. But I'm probably the only guy in the entire county right this moment in Southern California skinning a rattlesnake. I need to live in a place like my buddy TD and Dustin. Sitting in the driveway right now with a pair of Teddy Brown t-shirts on. And I'll bet you there's 5 guys in their neighborhood skinning rattlesnakes, 5 skinning elk, 4 skinning deer, a bunch tying flies. Not down here in Southern California. There's probably 4 tree hugger rallies going on. But not in this backyard. I'm going to leave the head on this guy if I can. Stay away from them teeth. But when I lay him out on a board and I put him in my garage, I want the head on it. I'm going to salt him. And then I'm going to tan the skin. I know my buddy TD don't like snakes very much. He'll be the first to tell you. This is the biggest one I've ever had in my hands. I know in Texas and other places they get some big ass snakes, but this is the personal biggest one I've ever had. And I didn't even kill it. But I've shot some out quail hunting and stuff in Arizona. And that's the biggest one I've ever had. 14 buttons on them, that's big enough for me. Don't need to get a hell of a lot bigger than that. Yeah, let's see here. Try not to ruin this buttons on here and try to see if we can get to the beginning of this skin. Once I get her going, we'll get her going, but just getting past the front part of it at the moment. Once I get her going, we'll be good to go. Just want to get right under here, and we'll be home free. There we go. That's all I was looking to do at the moment. go. Ah, the rest of it ain't so bad. There we go. Peel it off the skin there. Got a couple of number 7.5 buckshots in them. Stay away from that head. We'll deal with him right at the moment, just like this. And then I can go a little bit further in, but I'm slightly in a race against daylight to shoot this. There you go. That guy can go right in the shit can. We'll get that snake skin laid out and start getting some salt on it. Let's see what the hell's going on here. I'm sure there's some fangs in there I don't want to fool with. I'm sure my buddy Ken probably put the wood to him a little bit. Alright. Alright, let's see here. We got them all skinned out. What I'm going to do, scrape any of the fat and stuff off of them, and then I'm going to lay them out and salt them. I mean, that's, look at the size of that skin. That ain't no joke. That's a fat ass snake. I mean, that, you know, laying out like that, I mean, I don't know where you're from. That's big enough for me. I ain't no pussy, but I don't like rattlesnakes. I don't give a shit who you are. So, I mean, look at that. That's a hell of a snake. So, we're gonna lay him out. I'll scrape him, get some of the fat and stuff off of him, and we'll get them all salted up. Go from there. Alright, I'm gonna salt this guy down. I got some non-iodized salt. You want to make sure you don't use salt when you want the non-iodized salt. I just happen to have some from something else. When I shot a coyote, I was doing some stuff. Salt them down, get that. I scraped them down as best I could, but we're going to salt them down. Every crook and cranny for this guy. I don't know if you can see at the moment, but I'm going to work my way down. Every nook and cranny of that dude. I'll let him stay salted for a while. And then I can deal with him later. That guy, every nook and cranny of him. Don't be shy on the salt. Every man cave needs a few rattlesnake skins in it. I shot a sidewinder last year, I think, or maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I shot a sidewinder over in Imperial Valley. I damn near was standing on him, so I got him skinned out. We were dove hunting. And that sucker, I swear to God, I was stepping on him. He wasn't there when I couldn't see him when I got there. But I think he was under the sand. And so I got him in the garage. And get as many
don't mind shooting rattlesnakes. It don't hurt my feelings. This guy started to roll up. I'm just gonna roll him up, let him salt for a day or so. I'm not trying to be in the way of the camera. I'm actually trying to do it all on the opposite side of the cooler, but bear with me. I'm just gonna roll him up and just let him stay salted. That way he don't start rotting and slipping the skin and losing all the scales and all that good stuff. Get him to hang on the wall for quite a while. Let's slide this baby back down this way a little. This guy rolled up a little, get into every nook and cranny. Alright, try to fold every fold and piece of salt, get it in that skin. Alright, I'm going to pack him full when I roll him up. Alright, there you go. You got yourself a rattlesnake ball, if that's what you want to call it. Damn back's so sore.